Yo. Yo. What's good? What's going on, everybody? Let's see.
Microsoft just...
No.
You guys ready to talk today?
Okay. You can watch this video. Might be fun to watch while we edit our resume. What's going on, everybody? Let's go. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get into this. So, I want to take today to do a resume editing session. I want to go through and see if we can add in our information here and at least template it out, and yeah, it should be kind of fun. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. So I got this template here that we're going to try to use. I don't know. Dude, I'm just desperate at this point for like just finding something that works to get, some traction. Last time that resume I put together has got 0 game. So we can't go from scratch. It doesn't work. We suck. Appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with me for tonight. You guys are here, let me know. Chat it up. Alright. So let's go ahead. I'm not gonna fill too much in, not gonna give away too much personal info. As you know, it's pretty easy to find like on LinkedIn and stuff, but just I keep for the stream, I just keep it, keep it level. I don't really like talk about where I work much besides what I do. I've never actually said the name because I don't think it's that important. I think I want it to keep everybody just level here, and but if you're interested, you can obviously figure it out. It's not that hard. Yo, David. How's it going? What's going on? Welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and get into this one. I'm gonna pull up my current resume off to the side here. Yeah, I'll pull it up off to the side here and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Alright. So I'll go ahead and We'll leave some stuff for the imagination. I don't really know how to go about doing this. I'm kind of pretty tired today, you guys. Long day at work. Getting a lot of stuff done. Getting prepped, ready to go for some big projects coming up. Um, Let me know how you guys are doing. But let's go ahead and see if we can get something here. So, um, so we see, my title has kind of changed. Uh, um, from like formulation chemists to scientists in chemistry to I'm not sure what exactly it is. I'll just say form. Oh. Oh. No. Why is it doing that? Well, good thing that the first couple of things are what I need. Hey Ray, how's it going? Why can't I spell this? I do. Like this. Scientist 2, formulation chemistry. I'm gonna go city here, but we all know where it's at, California. That's no brainer. Professional chemical mixer. Wait, a bartender? Hey, bartender. What's going on, David? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll highlight stuff that I need to change. I've never used Apple Pages here before, so bear with me. Where is... I don't want color. I want to highlight. Dude, if it's this hard to find the highlight button... Dude, come on. Ain't no way. Come on, highlight in Apple Pages. This is ridiculous. Marker icon. No, don't do that. There's no marker icon. Bro. Click style. Under text fill. It says text color. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, is it just gradient fill? Merge fill? Dude, no way. Oh, Shift Command H? I could just do that the whole time. Ah, this sucks, man. Wow. Wow. Where is the highlight button, dude? I'm not going crazy, am I? If y'all haven't left the stream now, that was the time to leave. Oh, gosh. Yo, what's up, Shadow Crush? I like that name, Shadow Crush. Shadow Crush. What? It's Shadow Crush. Get your head in the game with Shadow Crush. Sounds like an energy drink. Like, stay crazy with Shadow Crush. Welcome, dude. All right, Scientist 2, Formulation Chemistry. Okay, we also need to do, this guy's got to change, right? So we'll highlight that one. Started. January. As a 2. Present. Yeah. Okay. So obviously we'll have to change these ones. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'll have to change this. This will be Scientist 1, Formulation Chemistry. Okay. This was month. Feb 2022 to December 2023. All 2022, 3, 4, it's all of 25 now. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so then we need to go and do like this. Yeah, there we go. Well, why is this? So this can just come back like way far. Okay, so it just is until it all the way is over. Same with that one. So That's all the way over. That's all the way over. California here. Let's go back one space. There we go. We gotta change that guy offline. Period there. Backspace. Space. Backspace. There we go. Okay. Huh. I get that it's like in order, right? So should I do... I don't know, like this for our small business, or should I just scrap it? Because it's out of order and stuff, but I don't know, should we keep this? Chat's dead today. People must be gone today. I'll probably only stream for a little bit. I hopped on late, so I'll probably be faster off stream too, because I don't want to give away too much personal info. I think we just did it open last time though, so I don't think it matters. But whatever. So we should probably have a project section, right? So maybe we scrap this. And we do, we duplicate that down. We do projects. So if we say programming projects, Davey says, are you going to apply for software roles? Isn't chem a really stable career? I don't know. I think so, yeah. But it's a very slow industry, not a lot of funding. And you're forced to live in these very, very high cost of living areas because that's where the industry is, but you don't get the same pay as the area standards for engineers. You know, I'm a formulation chemist, like basically engineer. Like I engineer products physically, and like biological products. And so, but it's just like, yeah, dude. So I don't know. It's a little bit doom and gloom, but I just kind of don't see any like, just is like not super like feasible right now. Like I really don't. I'm trying not to make this like a complain and whine because I can't like, right. I do have work and I have that fortunate situation. So I really try to keep my mouth shut. But like just the salary growth, it's just not there for the amount of the work that we're doing, right? And the revenue that we're bringing in at the scale we're bringing in. And I can see it, like the finances, it just doesn't make sense. Like from like I can see the trickle down, how it's, and I'm not dumb. Um, and so it's just like it's really demotivating, honestly, and I can just see it. There's just a lot more work is being stacked up too. A lot more is being asked without a lot of support or action, both support physically and action monetarily. So it's just like it's pretty brutal. Hey Larry, I'll have to here. I'll throw the template in my Discord here. Temporarily here. Link down in the description below. Okay. So we're gonna need to put something here, right? And then some bullet points about it. See, these are responsibilities and achievements. Okay. We can do this. So what if I just say projects here? And I'll also throw on my Eagle project from way long ago. It's a cool project. I think it's worthy. So we'll just make some. I don't even know where to start, dude. I'm tired of working, you guys. It's been a long day. Hey, we got some people rolling in here now, so hopefully maybe we can get some motivation to keep going. I was about to maybe say maybe we should call it, because I'm beat, you guys. Like my brain is just not working anymore. I'm having to plan a lot of stuff and burning out, guys. Burning out. Oh boy. Hey Sylvia, welcome back in. It's awesome to hear from you again. How has your studies been? It's great to have you in here these past couple of days. I see software is similar depending on the company though, but the options are wider as far as where you can work and whatnot. You use Overleaf at all for school? It has the best of us. No, I didn't. Haven't used Overleaf before. Okay. Should we just do it here? Okay, so I'm looking at my other resume here, my failure of a resume that hasn't worked so far. So this is scientist 1. Right. We'll start off with the scientist 2, I guess. Alright, yeah, we'll start with the scientist 1. So, scientist 1. Core responsibility here. Okay, so this would be like, immunoassay. Analytical. data analysis. I'm thinking maybe we just keep it short and sweet. I don't know. Maybe we try it out. I'm thinking the long, like over drawn out, over the top, chat GPT AF, like sentence structure is just not working anymore for these resumes. It's just like immunoassay analytical analysis. I mean, well, that doesn't tell you very much though, but that's what it was, right? I tested analytes on advanced immunoassay analyzers. All right, test. So maybe I'll say biological. Oh, why is it doing that? Biological based immunoassay analytical analyzer. Biological based immunoassay analytical data analysis via instrumentation. Via instrumentation? I don't know. That sounds so trash. Dude, why? This is trash. Nice, Sylvia. You've been studying? That's great. What tests have you been, what tests has it been for? People back in school, it sounds like. Biological biological control. Via reagent handling and calibration. No, that sounds stupid. I'm trying to sound like get to the point, say it exactly how it is, and not have any of this BS fluff around it. Let's think here. So the scientist one role was more like introductory. It was like more like, you know, I've been doing a lot more like, you know, overhaul in my current role. But in that role, it was more like onboarding, learning, and getting up to speed with things, and then getting skilled up to a point to transition to the current role I am. So, I'm also trying to be just too with it and say it how it is. I'm not trying to, you know, fib. So, biological based immunoassay analytical data analysis. It just sounds a little bit hard to read right now. Biological control based. Biological immunoassay. Okay, this has got to come before this guy. Bioanalytical. We'll say that. Bioanalytical immunoassay data analysis via instrumentation, via Siemens dimension. Dimensions. Oh, I got my thing over here. Forgot. Why am I not using Overleaf? I didn't want to give them sign into something I didn't want to use one time and never use again. So I got a template on my own. I'm not gonna give my data to somebody else for no reason. Okay. Here we go. Seems to mention. So we have. Let's go in terms of like order of importance here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my. Submit it in Markdown. Features are gonna. Okay. Where were we? Siemens dimension. We'll go Beckman AU series. The how do you spell it? Is it A1? Yeah. Oh, I can never spell this word. Or I'm an architect series. We'll say, I mean, let's name, we can name drop the instruments by name, I guess, but I mean, this one has a ton. That's why I said series, right? Architect series. Oh, we have backend access slash access. We've got can we do like a sub list like Siemens Dimension, like Vista, EXL, and RXL, and then do like an additional thing like this? Beckman, AU, and Access series. I mean, that looks kind of funky. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about this too much, I think. You need to chill, bro. It's not that deep. If you can't write a paper in a little bit of pages or docs or words still, I think we've gone too far. Some things don't need to be optimized that much, right? Okay. What's next? Keep losing my train of thought here. We have the Roche Cobas series. We've got the ortho vitros. We've got the Brahms Cryptor. I think that's how you spell it. We've got ortho vitros or the Brahms Cryptor. We've got Roche Cobas E411 C501. So we'll say E411 slash C501. Vitros Cryptor. We have the Beckman AU Access and Image. Image. We've got, trying to think, there's a ton of them over the years I've tested on. I mean, that's a good list for now, right? Maybe. Go bold, include a pic of you giving a thumbs up. Hey, John, I like that idea. Sylvia, your class was programming languages mostly about computational theory and learning scheme and prologue. Well, you got it, dude. You're going to be way over my head. There you go. Okay. Bioanalytical amino acid, yeah. Data testing and analysis. Okay, cool. That's a good one. So I think I'm going to make that my second point. And my first point, why does it do that? For my first point, I'm going to make it, let's think here. I think we should just do like, so this should probably just be like, come on, why does it do that? Control, formulation and manufacturing. Hey, what's going on, Parv? How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for coming in today. What's going on, Vedent? Nice. Okay, so we have the MA. This is gonna say. Ooh, I don't know why it does that. MAS. Which I always forget what this acronym stands for. Just working alongside me, awesome. That's dude. That's exactly what the stream is for. I appreciate that. That's perfect. You know, kind of like a working session to help hold people accountable. I like that. Um, I forgot what it means. Okay. MAS control formulation and manufacturing. MAS control formulation and manufacturing. Okay. Now obviously that's a little bland. How can we spice it up without being annoying, but also giving ourselves so let's say like formulate and manufacture MAS controls following CGMP, GDP, following CGMP, GDP, FDA. FDA, DOA, FDA, CGMP, DOA, FDA, no. Authorization. Formulate and manufacture MAS controls following CGMP. Following MPI. Authorization. GDP, FDA. Yeah, I got a Discord part in the link down below. It's kind of like my coding roadmap, with a lot of good resources in there. That's mainly what we do here. Are you a programmer, Barf? Casa, welcome, dude. Okay, formulate and manufacture MAS controls following manufacturing process instructions, standard operating procedures, CGMP, GDP, FDA, DOA authorization. What other things do we do? With Oh, nice. You'll like some of our option streams and you know stock option streams that we do, where we code up some of our models and statistics to give us some more insights on certain tickers and whatever we want basically. I need to implement. I had this idea to graph options on a three-dimensional plane where or a surface graph of a surface graph, right? Where you have strikes along the axis, and then into the plane you have dates, and then your amplitude for that other direction is some statistical factor that we would like to base the option out of or whatever. So like either the volume or maybe some Greek formulation or a Black-Scholes model analysis or something like that. And we could provide like a visual indicator of like these hills and troughs and a heat map applied to that pretty easily in Python with Matplotlib, some of the tools it has, to get a visual of what dates and what strikes are experiencing like higher activity physically, right? Based on those indicators. And then I was thinking, like, what would be interesting? I wonder if you could like slice a channel down one of the planes of the surface and analyze it in many different directions, and see like in itself, is there any like characteristics that can be predicted based on the actual activity of the options chain. It'd be kind of interesting. I have the data ready to go. I just need to put it into the surface plot model, and I got to figure that part out. But I'm being lazy. Been working on some other stuff and reading more about C and trying to write more in C. But we've been kind of developing like an intermediate level of Python, and been diving deep in that this past year. And now we've been trying to get more into C and lower level programming. Okay. I like this so far. Okay, so this is projects. So we can work on the projects here. Let's do that. So this is going to be, let's go ahead and copy this down. All right. We'll make this project our Spectro Sim project, right? I think that'll be cool. I don't think it's probably does us any good to name the project like SpectroSim, so we'll do we'll actually describe it briefly, and then we'll put the name afterwards. So we'll say like, why does it do that? Chemical spectroscopy simulator. And then we'll say SpectroSim, right? That's the name of it. SpectroSim! Kind of cringy, but whatever. I like it. I like it! Okay, chemical spectroscopy simulator. And then we'll give a little bit of like a description here of the types of technologies involved, I guess, would be a good one. All right, so we'll say like this is built with React, Tailwind, Python with Matplotlib, React, Tailwind, Python with Matplotlib. We did React. Obviously, there's some JavaScript involved a little bit, but like I know React kind of is JavaScript. No, so is that in and of itself the description? Oh, so Matplotlib is just. Is it really just like that? That's so like unreadable. Hey, Par says that sounds cool. I wonder what the z-axis amplitude of that plane might be. Yeah, like I was thinking you could really put anything in there, right? I was thinking first off, model volume, right? That's a pretty good indication of like, some interest. Like you could do open interest, and then you could do maybe some different, algebraic, expressions or functions, base modeling volume with the Greek indicators and things like that. IV, we could all these different types of statistics or whatever that we can apply to that amplitude and just get a different couple of visualizations. I don't know. We can mess around with it for sure. So this doesn't have like that's kind of like beside the point. So this would be like kind of like release date, I guess. So let me just do like when I made it, like 2025. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, but like, we probably want to put a link to it. Maybe that's where we could put it, is right here, is the link to it here. Or we physically make these a link to the site. Right? Maybe we do that. Okay, so this would be some bullet points about it. What do we say for our other one? We have some already built here. Where'd you script the data from? Yeah, just using Y Finance. I wasn't trying to pay for anything yet until we get maybe some more concrete, some more functionality in our overall kind of, what would be kind of like engine, I guess, stock engine. I don't know. It's just the object-oriented couple of some models with some methods attached to them. So I don't know if that's an engine really, but maybe package. Module might be the better name for it. We're just trying to update our resume here for we did a resume back like maybe 5 months ago at the beginning of the summer. I haven't really been applying honestly, but in the small applying that I have done, gotten like no bites. So gotta go back to the drawing board here. Gotta go back to the drawing board. Um, but I'm probably gonna be done here soon. It's getting late for me, and I got work tomorrow. And I know I hopped on late. It just was a late day for me at work, so I apologize. Yeah, I'll probably add my GitHub up here, Sylvia. I've been working on backtesting strategy myself and to scrape intraday data for that. Oh, nice. Yeah, intraday. Yeah, so you can use Y Finance. Um, I'm not sure. Like it's definitely going to be delayed, right? A lot of your data sources are going to be delayed. Um, but I think with Y Finance you could open up a stream of the live price for a single ticker. I've never actually done it though, and I think it is the live price. But I think the get methods pull the 15-minute delayed prices. Um, to be honest, I don't even know how to backtest even if I had the data. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do much backtesting. Mine's more of forward. I don't really do back testing of like implementing like hard strategies, but more of like dynamic, touch and feel based strategies of current market data rather than past historical data and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty tired here, Jimmy. Welcome back in. Thanks for pointing that out, dude. Appreciate that. uh, nah, I've just been rubbing them pretty bad, or as we've been thinking. Samuel, thanks for coming in, dude. Recruiters can be really proactive. I hope you're on LinkedIn with your interesting mix of chem and programming background. Dude, I have a LinkedIn, but man, dude, the LinkedIn slop is really bad. I can't help but like cringe just so bad at some of the stuff on there, and like I don't want to feed into it. I can't, dude. It's like I don't know. It's so funny to me. What do you guys think about some of the LinkedIn like? I see some stuff on Reddit too of like highlighting. There's like some Reddit threads out there of highlighting like the craziest LinkedIn posts and stuff. It's just so funny. The like, I don't know, like is it butt kissing or like, is that the right word for it? It's never really been kind of my thing. I've kind of been trying to just make my results show for themselves. That's kind of how my motto's been. So like my stream, like coming in every single day, grinding. That's kind of how I've been trying to go about things, but West Irons, you're so good at studying. I want to do bookkeeping, but keep getting distracted. Just follow along with me, Drew. Just try to do one chapter a day. It's honestly like most of my readings are less than an hour, so if you can just try to find like 45 minutes to like just set aside and try to do it in like 15-minute chunks, even like set aside, you don't have to do full 45 minutes, but do like 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and then, you're done. So like, just try to find some time. Gotta chill, Jimmy. Okay, so this is React. Let's say, this is React invite. Tailwind, Python with Matplotlib. I guess it's Tailwind CSS, right? Apply with Matplotlib. And Fast API. Python with Matplotlib and Fast API. And then, Plotly.js right here, right? So, now we can give it a little description here. I'll kind of copy from my old one here. Samuel says, but if your dream company finds you, okay, LinkedIn would be worth it. Yeah, I have LinkedIn. I don't. Should I like post on there too? Like, I don't even know. Like, what do I even? I don't know. I have it on there, dude, but I have all my stuff up to date on there, but I don't get much. It's pretty quiet on the Western Front over here. It's pretty quiet. Okay, so um, this is a full stack. Wait, no. Why is it doing that? So this is a full stack. I think that's what full says. That's all of these components. So I guess. Full stack spectroscopy. I mean, we already are saying chemical spectroscopy simulator, so we don't need to say it again. So and it is kind of insinuated full stack by the list of the um, technologies involved. So let's kind of we'll say UV. Oh, come on, stop doing that. UV vis absorption. I can't spell today either. Spectra. Data. UV vis absorption spectra data. Absorption spectra sourced via PubChem REST API, right? UV Vibs absorption spectra sourced via PubChem REST API, parsed with Python, parsed with custom. I mean, everything's custom, right? Python scripting. I guess object-oriented Python object-oriented scripting. And I mean, we already have Python in here, so parse with object-oriented scripting. Hosted via render.com. Should I say, I mean, what's relevant here for a project? Like, what's relevant for describing your project? Like, obviously what it does, but I mean, I don't want to like just go overkill and repeat the title over and over again, right? Like, so we have chemical spectroscopy simulator. Okay, if you don't know what that is, then like look whatever. I mean, that's on you. So UV vis absorption spectra sourced via PubChem REST APIs, REST API parsed with object-oriented scripting. I mean, we could say served via render.com, right? And hosted on render.com. I mean, like we could say like it's. I mean, we could say that it's our own API or our own domain, right? Or DNS. That's a good idea, John. What I learned from each project. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'll say used what's it called? It's called frequently searched. Frequently searched caching. What's it called? Frequent search caching official name. This is something I had to learn. Search frequency caching. I'll just say that. Use search frequency caching to limit data overhead. Server side. I don't know. Is that even like? is that stupid? Use search frequency caching to limit data overhead server side. Interactive plots with user interactive plots. User activity focused with dynamic plots and I don't know. Mine's kind of more like, I guess, educational. It provides, you can look it up, Samuel. Go to spectrosim.com, dude. You can look it up. It's online. Jimmy Boat says you could call that data modeling, quote, computer simulation. We're at Jimmy Boats. I like that. Oh, thanks, Samuel, for the sub. I appreciate you for joining me today. You're awesome. Moye, thanks for the sub, too. I appreciate you. Arrow, I was thinking about maybe throwing out some apps if we get a good resume and maybe try. I don't know, why not? We've been working really hard these past year and a half. We always got a lot more to go. I think I could provide, some good I could provide something to somebody with my current skills maybe and with my current background as well. I think also helps. I don't know, I might be naive and dumb in thinking so. I really don't know. I don't know. Yeah, West Iron, join me here and we'll keep grinding together, my boy. I don't know, I started posting little updates about my projects, but don't really know if it gives a post matters or just a profile being SEO. Maybe you should make a post, write an article called Michael Deming. Could he be considered the next a safer bullet points is best to brag about what it does, not as much of how it does. like a top tier time user. What you learn from check out some data modeling. I mean, even if I said it, you should go to career fair at your college as an alumni and talk to your careers 101. Oh, bro, I gotta make a trip out to Utah, bro. Google says chemicals. Okay. Yeah, so be warned though, the response time is really bad. The render.com is hosted for free. So the initial response is pretty bad, but once you get other responses, every other response is good after that. So, you know, and just I need to maybe make a list of, if you don't have any things to search, if you don't look up like caffeine or aspirin or benzoic acid, or like there's certain things on PubChem that have this UV spectrum data specifically, and that's what we were parsing for. So if there is none found, then there is none found on PubChem for that within what we're parsing for. Yeah, H2O won't have any, I don't think, on there. It might have a different experiment or something, but we only configured a couple of the experiments on there in the short time we worked on the project. I wanted to go back and do some more though. So use frequency search caching. Well, I guess we'll say implemented search frequency caching to limit data overhead server side. I mean, I don't know, is that basic? Is that stupid? Python modules, object-oriented scripting. Implemented search frequency caching to limit data overhead server side. I don't know if it's better to keyword spam or keep it simple and to the point. It simulates it, so in terms of it retrieves just those points, and then it uses it runs it through a Gaussian distribution, and in order to get the actual waveforms and stuff. So it's not like something I guess you can run steps over itself, right, and simulate steps over, but like it simulates a makeup based on maxima, right? That's all that's provided is maxima, and then we kind of simulate what the general curve would look like based on those maxima through a Gaussian distribution. That's something we could say. Simulates let's say that. Let's say feeds spectra, absorption spectrum maxima. Through Gaussian distribution. Gaussian distribution to simulate, to plot user interactive plots. User interactive plotted waveforms. I don't know, is that cringe? No, that's the flashy jargon. Uh, UV-Vis absorption spectra sourced via PubChem REST API, parsed with Python modules and object-oriented scripting, implemented search frequency caching to limit data overhead server side. Feeds absorption spectra maximized through Gaussian distribution to simulate user interactive plotted waveforms. To simulate plotted waveforms with user interactivity. Yeah? Distribution model to simulate plotted waveforms. A plotted waveform with user activity. Alright, let's take... I don't want to go too much AI here. Let's just take this. Okay, these are my points for my project on my resume. What do you think? I am trying to be SEO effective. I can never get this right. Effective. No. Is it affective? No, it's not effective. It's effective. No, I cannot get this. I can never get this right. This is cringe. Yeah, it's E. But not cringe and over the top. I wrote it myself, so don't make it all AI sounding. It's pretty obvious when people have their resume shoved through you. I just want help with my words and grammar. Your points are really solid. You communicate both technical skill and a clear project outcome. Okay, so React, Vite, Tailwind CSS, Python, Matplotlib plus Fast API, Plotly.js. Matplotlib. Wants it in. Fine. I'll give on that one. I'll give on that one. Okay. Simulated UV vis absorption spectra using data sourced from PubChem REST API. Parse with Python and object-oriented scripting. Okay. So, that's fine. I'll bite on that one too. That one was not that bad. I'm not trying to sound all robotic here. Simulated UV. I like using my own words here. Simulated UV absorption spectra sourced from. So once get rid of via. So from. I guess there is no period here. Using data sourced from PubChem REST capital API. Parse with Python. And object-oriented scripting. Okay, that's not bad. Not a fair go. Okay. Okay, so next one. Implement. Where'd our music go? Implemented server-side search frequency caching to reduce overhead and improve performance. Okay, I like that. Implemented server-side search frequency caching to reduce data overhead and improve performance. Modeled absorption maxima with Gaussian distribution. Okay, yeah, so modeled absorption maxima with Gaussian distribution. Capital G. Distributions. To generate interactive user controllable spectral plots. Man, it's doing a better job than me. Model absorption maxima with Gaussian distributions to generate interactive, user-controllable spectral plots. Nice. That's not that bad. Hey Austin, how's it going? Okay, one project done. So because our host render.com, because we're using the free version, I don't think our cache actually currently runs, but it is implemented on there. It's work. It does work like when because the free version doesn't like update the data of the cache. It just wipes it after every session reload, basically, right? So, but the cache is in there. I did write it. Um, we had to like do some setting and figure that out and figure out how much and keep a tracker in our data for how many searches, and once we hit a search flag count, we went ahead and did the wipe for things that had less than a certain amount of searches associated with it and cleared out the database basically. But it's bottlenecked by the render.com, dude. I'm telling you, man. Everything's behind a paywall nowadays. It just sucks. It just how many times can you pay $10 a month before you end up paying $1,000 a month for every little service you need or want, and then you're screwed? Oh, it's so annoying. The subscription model, monthly model, is getting so out of hand, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like companies would get a lot more subscribers and users if they had like a $5 model. They either get so much more volume. Maybe they don't want that much volume because then their servers would be more. They have to pay more money in server traffic, and then they would. And so maybe it's priced strategically to offset those costs exactly. And I'm just an idiot. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. That's funny. Okay, so this project here is going to be our this one's going to be our paper chromatography simulator. Got a lot of simulators. Chroma plot. Oh. So this one is also going to be in 2025. This will go away here. So this one is built. This one's just built with I didn't build this one with React. I built this one with just raw HTML, I think. What did I say on my old resume? Yeah, just HTML. Nice. Okay. HTML. Oh. Oh my gosh, I did it again. HTML. We did this one with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python. Did this one with Fast API as well. Okay. So get rid of these points here. Okay. Samuel with that positive self-talk. I like that. Okay, so it's gonna say Um, uh, so this is going to be like animated animated or animated plots I'll say yeah, no animated paper chromatography animated paper chromatography animated, yeah. Theoretical chromatography with given user user retention factors. Given user retention factors. Animated theoretical chromatography given user retention factors. Showcasing compound separation and spread and travel through a mobile phase. Animated theoretical chromatography given user retention factors showcasing compound separation and travel through a mobile phase. A simulated mobile phase. I like that. Paper chromatography given user retention factors with user given retention factors. Showcasing compound separation and travel to a simulated mobile phase. So like we had to, use some like, I have to go back and look at it, but some like different types of, I think like byte encoding or something like that to serve these plots via GIFs as GIFs. We had to learn about that. I can't download X, my boy. Sorry, dude. I don't know. I think it's like a moral thing. Plus, I just like I'm pretty like, I know I have YouTube, but I'm pretty like non-social media. Like I don't like the distraction. I get too sucked in. The reels, man, it's bad. So I've been pretty social media free for a couple years now. Every once in a while, I download Facebook for Marketplace, and then it ends up being on my phone for way too long because I'm watching reels and, bruh. Okay, animated theoretical paper chromatography get with user given retention factor, using compound separation. More things. So let's go look at our code for that one. Where was it? TLC simulator. Okay, so I want to look at this here. So this uses matplotlib as well, so I forgot. Python. I haven't looked at this code in a long time. Okay, I got a compound list. I'm gonna go through all the retention factors and get random numbers for all the values in the compound list. And 6 of them. It frames. So was there a chromoplot class? That's Ray. And then I have bytes.io here. Where am I using that? Here. In terms of buffer here, this is generate chromoplot. So then in my main function, I think I generate the chromoplot, right? Yeah, generate chromoplot is my buffer. It's my buffer.get value here from the bytes.io. Yeah. It's all the image bytes, and then we write the bytes into an image and then serve that to the front end. So maybe we could say that we write is that pretty standard? They're like a base 64 encode, byte encode, image encode served to the front end via GIF or something. Playing video games is better than doom scrolling, so I game. That's probably right, Silly. That's probably a good, a fair trade-off. Lesser of the two evils. I like that. That's a good point of view to have. Make it a little bit less guilty. I like that. I'll have to keep that one in mind. Okay, so let's just take this one. Let's throw it in here. Having some trouble up with some other points for my project. I render the plot using Biochemist, right? Yeah. Bytes.io. And save the data on a buffer. And then encode base64 and serve that different. And is this relevant? Bytes.io buffer to base64 front-end pipeline is relevant. It represents a meaningful technical decision, and it does. It shows you understand server-client image handling, binary data, and efficient rendering, which is great for a resume. Okay. It's an animated theoretical paper chromatography based on user-provided retention factors. Animated theoretical paper chromatography based on... How does it always give me such better words? User given, user provided. Oh, come on, so much better. 1 GPT, 0 mic. It's like 2 GPT, 0 mic so far. User provided retention factors with an RF. That's a good note as well. Showing. Doesn't like showcasing. Showing compound separation and travel through a simulated mobile phase. Alright, like that part. 1 mic. Okay, generated chromatogram server-side using matplotlib rendered to an in-memory bytes IO buffer and served to front end as base64 encoded images. That's pretty freaking good, dude. That's pretty good, dude. Design a simple UI to the user. And then this one as well. This one's pretty good too, man. Build a lightweight API and fast API to calculate compound positions, update the animation frames, and return plot data in real time. I mean, it's not in real time. There is some delay. So maybe we shouldn't say in real time, but should we say in reasonable time? In adequate time? That's pretty good. Right? I think that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. I think it's pretty slow though. So I'm gonna get rid of lightweight here. I don't think it's lightweight. With an API and fast API to calculate compound position. Update animation frames. And return plot data in real time. I'll say return plot data. So if I go like this and do Command I, okay, so it's just italicized. It's like the ugliest italicizing I've ever seen in my life. Whatever. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Maybe we just make these. Oh god. We just make these like 11 font. I don't know, is that bad? Like 11 font? Or do you guys like the italicized? I don't know. Okay. All right, I'm gonna save it for now right here, and let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight, you guys. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me for this little resume session. Appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. Oh shoot. No, this is sorry, Elemental. Sorry, my bad, dude. I was on the wrong chat here. No, this isn't my execution. This is just a template here. I gotta fill in some stuff. I'm going through and filling in stuff. Sorry, dude. I was on the wrong chat. All right, you guys. You have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.